Hello friends. Welcome to the Audiobooks Library channel. Do you constantly feel overworked yet entirely underutilized, rushing through a million trivial tasks every single day but never actually moving closer to your true purpose? Today, we are going to clear the exhausting clutter from your life with Essentialism by Greg McKeown, a profound guide offering the core wisdom that by ruthlessly eliminating the non-essentials, you can pour your absolute best energy into the few things that truly matter. Here are the main points you'll learn from this summary. The vital difference between being busy and being truly productive. How to reclaim your supreme power of choice in a world demanding your attention. The profound courage required to gracefully say no to good opportunities. How to build a life designed around your absolute highest point of contribution. The art of executing your essential tasks effortlessly by removing obstacles. Imagine standing in the center of a massive, crowded room where 100 different people are pulling on your clothes, all shouting your name, all demanding just a tiny piece of your precious time. You hand out little pieces of your energy to everyone, taking a 1mm step in 100 different directions, and at the end of the day, you collapse from exhaustion, completely stuck in the exact same place you started. This is the tragic reality of the non-essentialist. We have been conditioned to believe that if we just work harder and say yes to everything, we will somehow achieve greatness. Greg McKeown invites us to step out of this suffocating room and walk into a quiet, sunlit sanctuary where only the absolute truth remains. He hands us a beautifully simple lens: less, but better. This is not a cheap time management trick. It is a relentless, deliberate discipline of separating the vital few from the trivial many. As you breathe in the peace of this quiet room, you realize that your greatest superpower has been stolen from you, the power to choose. We often forget that we have a choice, falling into the exhausting trap of thinking we have to do it all. The journey of the essentialist begins by taking back that power. You must start looking at your life not as a chaotic, overflowing closet, but as an exclusive art gallery. If an opportunity, a project, or a commitment is not a clear, resounding yes, then it must be an absolute no. It requires incredible courage to look a good opportunity in the eye and decline it simply because it is not the right opportunity. By saying no to the noise, you are not being selfish, you are fiercely protecting your highest point of contribution to the world. You are choosing to take one massive, unstoppable mile-long step in a single, glorious direction instead of 100 useless millimeters. But how do we actually walk this path when life gets hard? The story teaches us that true execution isn't about pushing harder, it is about completely removing the friction. Imagine a beautiful river flowing toward the ocean. Instead of trying to force the water to move faster, the essentialist simply removes the massive boulders blocking the stream. You create a routine that makes doing the most vital thing the easiest thing. You build large, empty buffers in your schedule to protect your mind from the unexpected chaos of the world. You learn to embrace the deep, restorative magic of sleep and play, understanding that your body and mind are the very engines of your greatness. By the time you reach the end of this journey, you are no longer a frantic, exhausted passenger in your own life. You are the deliberate, peaceful designer of your destiny, living with a quiet, unshakable clarity. The moral of this story is that your time and energy are the most sacred, limited resources you possess. If you do not fiercely prioritize your own life, the world will happily prioritize it for you, draining your brilliance into a sea of meaningless noise. Some important points we must keep in mind. If an opportunity isn't a clear and enthusiastic yes, it must be a definitive no. Protect your right to choose. Do not surrender your daily schedule to the endless demands of others. Stop trying to do it all and focus your energy entirely on your highest point of contribution. Build quiet buffers into your day to protect yourself from inevitable friction and stress. Remember that sleep and play are absolutely vital to sustain your peak performance. That's all for today. Thank you, and please take great care of yourselves.